Welcome to another Mike session. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about the three M's that I applied to my life and it's really helped me transform. Now, for the first M and the most important M, we're going to be talking about our mind. Our mind is our foundation for our well being. Our perception and how we perceive the world is everything. Time, for example, your most valuable resource. If you think that time is something that is promised, then your perception on time will be that, okay, I have tomorrow. I can do this tomorrow. I have next week. I have next month. When in reality, that's not the case. In reality, if you shift your perception, you'll realize that time is not promised. Your perception on the world is cultivated by your environment. So, where you were raised and how you were raised is everything. That determines how you think, how you perceive the world, and how you act. We're going to use a book as an example. So, Rich Dad Poor Dad, perfect illustration of how where you were raised determines your outlook on life. So, in the Rich Dad household, they taught him that money is a tool, it is a resource. It is something that is leveraged for services and goods. On the contrary, there was the poor kid's household. In that household, they were never taught how to use money. So what they taught their kids was a misconception. It was on how to use money to pay for expenses, how to use money to pay for bills. Money was just something that you got just to give right back to pay for all these needs that we have in life. With all the examples out the way, my main point is that you have to fortify your mind so it's ready for anything. Ready for anything might be kind of a stretch, but you have to fortify your mind to the extent that you are knowledgeable. So make sure to be mindful of what you consume, not just food, but the intangible things, whether that be social media, anything on the internet in particular, books you read, articles, all the things that you're putting into your mind. It will affect you. For our second one, we have muscle, guys. Muscle. Health is wealth. Remember that. So when you're trying to maintain your physique, when you're trying to stay on a healthy diet, anything along those lines, those are very good for you. It is something you should always try to regulate. The way I look at it is that my mind directly correlates into my muscle. Because once I became conscious of the fact that a healthy body is wealth, health is wealth, man, I realized, oh man, I got to keep my body up to date. That way I can keep my mind up to date. They both are connected. Because imagine I'm the smartest guy in the world, right? I mean, I'm not far from it, but you really got to realize that your health is your wealth, man. Like I said. So once your body is up to date, you can keep your mind up to date. Therefore, I'll be able to use my intellect without my body holding me back. What many people don't realize is that what you think and how you say things, that determines how you feel. It really determines how you feel. You can really speak stuff into existence. So if you think, man, I can't do this, then your body will think, yeah, we can't do this, and you're not going to do it. It's that simple. But if you think, man, I can do this, you basically revving up your body like, yeah, man, we can do this. And now, boom, your body and your mind are definitely connected. So you have to be mindful of what you think, because what you think connects to what you do. Your body is your temple. So build it as strong as you can, and your mind will follow. Now, as for our last, and we have money. So we already have our mind, we already have our muscle, and now for thirds, we have our money. You see, the funny thing is, since these two have already been built, this third one, it'll just follow right behind. It'll follow right behind. You have increased your intellect, you have increased your body health, and now money will just follow. Think about it like this. People will pay you to educate them. If your mind is already up to date, if your body is up to date, that's two different resources that you can use to make money. You can teach people how to build their solitude. You can teach people how to build confidence, how to build endurance, how to build, the list goes on and on and on and on. You can do that with your intellect and your body because they are physical representations of of what you achieved. To make money in today's society, you have to know what is in demand. What is in demand? What's in demand in today's society is skill sets that can be cultivated. So you have marketing, you have sales, you have digital marketing, you have so many different skills that you can just build up, and people will pay you a lot of money just because you know how to use these skills that are in demand. Let's take something that's really taking over the world today, and that is ChatGPT. Or in other words, we can just say AI. Artificial intelligence is taking the world by storm, man. It really is. So if you learn how to use AI, people will pay you tons and tons of money. So much money, because that is in demand. It is a skill that is in demand, and it is something that people need. People need this. So let's do a quick overview before we close out. So first we have our mind, secondly we have our muscle, and thirdly we have our money. You sharpen your skill set, you increase your intellect to power your mind. Once you realize that, you realize, okay, my health is my wealth. So let's keep that body up to date. Let's eat the right things. Let's drink a lot of water. And then money will follow, because you have knowledge in fields that people want to know about. Whether that be the whole AI thing we talked about earlier, or whether that be how to have a physically fit body, how to take care of yourself. Money will just follow right behind. It'll follow. I promise you, it'll follow. All right, guys, that's it. So make sure you like, comment, share, just engage with my page. If you like the content, you know what I like to say. At the end of the day, it's the end of the day. Remember that.